I've called you today, and thank you for coming for this press conference. To address, I rarely call a press conference, and you know that, to address anything. When I want to speak to you, I come to your studios or I speak to you directly. But I've called this press conference because I thought it was important to respond to some claims made by various readers. Yesterday morning at Inoro FM, a member for parliament for Mukurweini alluded to my role in organizing violence. Few hours later, the Secretary General of DCP, Senator Medo, again in a press conference, alleged that Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen, PS Raymond Omoro, and myself are responsible for organizing violence within Mount Kenya region. And I thought that, one, I need to call you because the media is not holding to account readers for claims they make. The bar of proof has fallen, the threshold has fallen drastically. You no longer hold readers to prove what they say. And there's an old dictum that says, he who alleges must prove. And so I thought because you as media are not holding readers to account for claims they make against people, their names, their credibility, their character, I thought it's important that I call you and address this issue. But even before I address those claims, I think I really want to address myself to media. Because we are entering the season of madness, it behoves upon you guys in the media to hold every reader accountable for any claim they make. If you make a false claim about violence, it is as bad as somebody who perpetrates violence. There's no difference. And I think media owes it to us to treat everybody equally, to treat everybody fairly, and to hold leaders responsible, not only for their utterances, but for their claims. Having said that, let me say that this pattern by DCP party to try and drag my name, and they are not dragging my name, they are not saying that I'm causing violence in Kisii or Marsabit or Mombasa. Every time it's about Mount Kenya region. Every time the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua is addressing me, it is about Mount Kenya region. And for me that is sad because I'm a Kenyan and I'm a national leader. I've been a member of parliament, although elected in Gatundu South, but for the whole country. I've been a minister, cabinet minister for the whole country. I've been a presidential advisor for matters concerning the whole country. So I don't want to be dragged into that parochial, narrow, tribal prism of looking at me from the lenses of my tribe or where I come from. For me, I refuse that. That is a path I have chosen for myself. I have been on that path of tribalism before. I don't want to be popular. If somebody wants to support me because I am ethnic and I'm tribal, do not support me. Do not vote for me. I have condemned tribalism in the strongest terms possible. And that ethnic prism of looking at things. Why? Because I am a father. And I don't want to imagine that the country that I'm going to bequeath upon my children is a country where they are going to defend themselves on the basis of tribe. I think that is something that is overtaken by events. Having said that, let us look at these claims in their own right. How can I, Moses Kuria, a son of Mount Kenya region, organize for violence against my own people? How? How unfair would that be? And you know why they are saying this? They are saying this, one, to destroy my credibility. They have tried to brand me as a traitor, all sorts of possible among my people of Mount Kenya region. It has refused to stick. Now the latest bogeyman is on violence. And I'm speaking on violence because I've been here. I was there in post-election violence. I was there handling the IDPs. Some people, like Rigathi Gachagua, have zero experience in this country. A man who joined provincial administration as a DO and retired as a DO. Zero promotion. Such a colorless career. How can you compare him with me? Somebody who has had a checkered career locally and internationally, gone through grades, gone through promotions. And therefore, I must live to the calling of the benefit I have of experience. But I forgive him for that. What I cannot forgive him is for trying to drag my name into matters of violence. At all. It will not wash. And my suspicion is that there's something sinister that the DCP party is planning. Something very sinister. Around the Gen Z, around, the court case surrounding the impeachment of the former deputy president, and around Sabasaba anniversary. Something very sinister they are planning. But I want to tell them, and I want to assure them, that peace-loving Kenyans are not just about to gamble with the future of our children and our nation. Not at all. I have reported this matter to the security, and I've gotten the assurance that our security for all those events that I have mentioned is going to be fully alert, and we are going to deal ruthlessly with any person who is trying to put the lives and the safety of our people and our property at risk. Again, because we are a country that's led by a constitution and by the law, we ask for equity and equitability. And I dare say that the only region that has been engaged in violence in the recent past is only Mount Kenya region. That's a fact. The figures are there. Western Kenya was peaceful. Kisumu was peaceful. Mombasa was largely peaceful. This patch from Kitengera, Githurai, all that way, going up to Mount Kenya region. In the recent demonstration, I was coming from Nyahururu. 36 road stops from Nyahururu to Gilgil. 36 roadblocks in one stretch of a road. And I'm saying that is not equitable. That's not equity. Why can't other regions also bear the brunt? Why only my region? Why? I dare ask why. And we're not going to sit back and watch someone destroy our region. That one, I vehemently say no. You know very well, the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua stands impeached. He cannot vie even for the captain of Kenyaga Boys where he went to school. And so therefore, I do not see why my region has suffered violence in the past when we did not have when we had a presidential candidate. Again, we suffer now for Kalonzo Musyoka. Let Kalonzo Musyoka ban Machakos. Let him ban Kitui. Let him ban Wote. Let Matiang'i ban Kisii. Why is Rigathi Gachagua carrying the burden for all these people? And you know what? The reason I am adamant with my political position, some of those people, he is calling his colleagues, are talking to us, wanting to join our government, wanting to form a coalition with us. Why would I go to them only to come back to government? That's a very wrong route to take. I don't need to go to Kalonzo. Then Kalonzo comes and makes a deal with William Ruto. I want to go to Matiang'i. Then Matiang'i comes and makes a deal with William Ruto. Why would I waste my fare to go to Kalonzo, then back to government? To go to Matiang'i and then back to government? Because these people are talking to us and they want to join government. So I want to tell my people, the people of Mount Kenya region, be wise. Be wise. Let us not destroy our country. Machakos, we do not have a better proposition in our DNA to do demonstrations in Githurai more than Machakos people can do it. If Kalonzo Musyoka wants to be president, let him start. He should start in Saikuru, start in Mwingi. Why does my region always have to pay the price? But I want to ask the international community to be on the lookout. I'm very happy that the DCP party has said that if there is any violence on the upcoming event, it's not from their people. That is very good. Because now, because it's not their people and we love them, we will hit them hard. If anybody tries to cause loss of lives, damage to property, it is because by now we know they are not DCP people. They have said they are not their people. So if we, act swiftly and hard and with all full force of the law on anybody causing disruptions to life, to property, on the upcoming events, then they should not cry because they are not their people. They are saying that people don't go for demonstrations. This is a very good license to us to use whatever means possible to protect lives and to protect property. And I am now a politician. They can attack me for all they want. They can drag my name to everything that I have been doing consistently. But I really want to ask them, please kindly, Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen may not be able to address you the way I'm addressing you today. The very hardworking PS for Interior Raymond Omoro may not have time or even the space or the wherewithal to address you the way I'm addressing you today. So please kindly spare our public officers. Come for me, it's okay. Me, I'm up to 8. I have whatever it takes. Bring it on, but please spare our public servants. Thank you very much.